And actually, I'll see if there's an option for that. I do have options. There are different lady options I can have as a passenger. There's also C-3PO for some reason. Darth Vader, I think, as well. Yeah, you can sit in the trailer, mate. You can keep the beverage from falling over because apparently it's fragile. It must be fizzy whatever's in the back here. That's what the problem is. It's fragile to losing its fizz. Vulnerable to losing its fizz, I should say. So yeah, you can jump in the back and just hold on to it. Oh, these guys are going slow. Why? The speed limit hasn't changed. Because you're... Oh, get into gear. Why didn't it get into gear? You son of a... That's just annoying as heck. I knew I wasn't going to stop in time because of the wet road, but, well, just using the brakes, I should clarify. I knew if I just used the brakes I wasn't going to stop in time, but chucking it down a gear to use the engine to slow me down as well, I thought I had a chance, but I was sitting there going, oh, it still hasn't made a difference, and I didn't hear the revs go up and it didn't go into gear. Now, I have no clue, honestly, no clue. I have copied the settings I've got on ATS and it's really struggling to get into gear, and moved it to ETS because the clutch seems to work a lot better in ATS. This one will skip gears and all sorts of stuff. And not go into gear. Well, it won't skip gear, I should say. It just struggles to get into gear. Now, we could have come down here and slept. I was sort of wondering whether I should have gone into the map before I did that and just see where the next stop was. Yeah, so I've done that, but still I have trouble with the gears graunching, it picking up the fact it's gone into a gear. It's annoying. He's pounding down. Yeah, I'm driving a tanker. I'm just going back because I was dealing with that emergency braking. I mean, admittedly, I did quite well. I did stop. Be it that a lot of help with the car in front. But, oh, and hey, update. Another update to do with ATS, by the way. I've got the latest coast to coast, so that's of course got to go with the new Wyoming DLC. So hopefully I'll be sticking that on. What I'll do is I'll pop it into one of my other profiles and just check to make sure that it's incorporates the DLC, because with coast to coast it had Wyoming, but it only had 4 locations in Wyoming, and the DLC has about 10. So I just want to make sure when I go in there there's at least a minimum of 10 locations there. Now, are we back in Spain yet? The problem is you can't tell. Normally you can tell when you're outside of France because the top speed... No, we're not yet. The speed limit drops by 10k. Oh, really struggling to slow down here. Get into gear. That really doesn't like getting into gear. Well, I wouldn't be surprised, Mike, if that happened. If I get there and my trailer's not there.
Keep right, and then exit right.
What's the time now?
Right.
7 o'clock. Where's the sun? Come on. I know it's sort of late autumn, late fall. I gotta account for the fact I've got. It's not going into gear. Maybe I should go back to G. No, because that was to do with the center spring, wasn't it? Now, what was I saying? Things. I mean, to be honest, Mike, I wouldn't be surprised with everything going wrong this year with me streaming. No, literally, like I said, I started the stream, I thought to myself, I hope I don't have any issues for once. Again, won't go into gear. With the stream. In fact, I sort of felt like all the problems, it was the start of no more problems. Well, not, you know, not completely the end of the problems, they happen every now and then. I'm gathering that, but you know, there's the ending of the constant problems I seem to be having. I'm well over the speed limit. Ooh. Oh, okay, well, I'd like to spend as much time in France as I possibly can, actually. Well, you're right, because we're turning right into a town that I know is French. Look at this weather. This will be my heavy rain for mod. Realistic rain mod or something like that. Actually. But I think there's different types you can get. You can get realistic rain mod, heavy rain, and normal rain, and then of course the extreme rain, which is the Noah edition. I just looked back, I couldn't see my trailer. I was actually worried then for a sec. Alright, right now I'm going to go in and check why game Y. I don't need to double click, do I? Steering sensitivity, that's fine. Force feedback game, stiffness, centering, engine collision, steering axis, centered. Don't need a dead zone on that. What are we looking for? The clutch. Alright, let's drop the dead zone on that and see what happens. The range of the clutch. I wonder if I just drop that a bit. Let's give that a go. Hurricane rain mod, yeah. For me there is. Well, in ETS there is, actually. Because I'm still waiting for the guy to release the one for the latest version of ATS. Which I'm surprised he hasn't done as of yet. But then again, I'm wondering if he was just waiting for Wyoming to come out. I don't know how he does that mod. I just thought it might be a change for that. Maybe he's just looking at if there's different trees he's got to add for the different seasons and all that. But I mean, if that was the case, he wouldn't have released all the other seasons. Spring, summer, early autumn, early fall, late autumn, late fall for it, I would have thought. I just hope he does for ATS release a snow one. Well, updates his frosty version. But for ETS, I do have it now, which is going to be an interesting thing. If he doesn't release, I mean, this is the first stream with this mod, obviously. This season mod. So we've got another, basically 3 to go after this before we change. Now, with the winter one, I think I've said it before, I'll be doing the frosty mod for 2 weeks, which is the winter, basically frosty winter, which will be snow and that. And then 2 weeks I'll be doing the add-on to that one, which is heavy winter or something like that. Heavy frost. But what I might do if he hasn't released... Oh no, I thought we might be... I'll tell you what, there is a heck of a load on here. Oh, that was close. I'm really struggling to slow right down. Oh my goodness me. My brake's almost non-existent, mind you. Have I got a spare something or other to add the engine brake on? Now we've got some daylight, let me turn the high beams off. I need bigger brake pads, man, bigger discs. No, it doesn't, and I like the fact when 1.4 came out, I think it was 1.4 came out, that they've obviously changed the physics to do with the rain as well. I find myself aquaplaning a lot more with ETS because I always get the really good tyres for the rain. And yeah, I noticed that when 1.4 came out, I was aquaplaning and sliding on corners I never used to. Especially up in Iceland. Yeah, because that way I'm not going to care when I crash consistently, Mike. Yeah, good idea, mate. Fantastic idea. In fact, I wouldn't even bother using the brakes then. I've just had a thought as well, to do with the brands when we move to a new garage. Now, of course, the original plan before we changed that was to upgrade this to be a high-spec truck with plenty of power, and we can do heavy cargo and all that. You know, we can add the fact that we can put in contracts for heavy cargo. I was thinking at least doing one heavy cargo transport per stream. I wasn't going to worry about where it came from or where it was going to. It was just say, hey, we put in a tender for the contract and we won it. Now the thing is when we move, actually no, because that's right, I've incorporated the fact that we were going to upgrade this into the new truck. It would be nice to get this one upgraded to a full thing, so I'm just trying to think how that work. I mean, obviously when I get the well, the other thing too is, even though we're saving up 200,000, depending on the brand we get, it'll be the price. And ETS, I can't remember with ATS, I don't think there's too much of a price difference between the different brands and trucks. But there's quite a bit of price difference when it comes to the brands of trucks and ETS. I mean, I'm pretty sure a Scania is worth way more, costs way more than a DAF or a MAN. I hate anything with no guts. With a lack of power, and Renault has a lack of power, just like in farming sim. John Deere tractors have a lack of power compared to the rest. That's my fuel. Oh, real good. Actually, Iveco is just as bad, isn't it? I'm just thinking in my head the brands that are in ATS. So we've got International, we've got Volvo, we've got Kenworth, Peterbilt, and Western Star. That's 5. We've got Scania, Volvo, Iveco, MAN, Mercedes, Renault. Is there one more? DAF. We've got 7 in this one, which means I need to get rid of 2. I don't really need to get rid of 2, don't it? It doesn't really matter. Oh, Mac. Right. Yeah. Alright. It's still down to 1. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. I was just thinking I was keeping it even, but it doesn't really matter because every time we go to their garage, we've got to buy a new brand. Obviously, when we bought all the brands, we're going to go back around and start again. Aren't we? So whether or not it's 5 brands or 6 brands, if this game has 6, the other one has 5 or whatever it is, it's still going to work out the same because I've still got to buy new brands and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to work out, because it'd be really good to be upgrade this as much as I can. And like I said, because it'd be really good to be able to do the heavy cargoes and stuff. I bet you this is the time we've entered Spain, right? Oh, slow right down, slow right down, slow right down, slow. Oh, okay. They must have got rid of that because you used to hit those barriers. I used to hit them hard. Oh. Wasn't paying attention. No, I was just looking at the time. I should be careful in the wet, shouldn't I? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 compared to 2, 4, 6. Oh, hang on. 7 each. Okay, well that works out, doesn't it? Alright, I'll do the Renault. Damn it.
Keep left.
Hopefully by that time I'll be making a lot of money and I won't be hanging around in the garage for too long. That little, I think I've seemed to fix me little clutch issue. God, it's miserable out there, look at it. That's what it used to look like in the, I'm assuming because I've never actually... It wasn't wasn't paying attention. Jeez, that's twice. This is getting ridiculous. I've really got to pay attention. I literally thought that car in front of me was going to go because I wasn't aware of my environment. Not good, not good. Let's have a look at the damage situation. Oh, I'm not doing a hit and run. I'm doing a hit and drive as way as fast as I can. That's not running, that's drive. Oh, okay. I can't see anything. Oh, this is bad. I can't see. It's so foggy. I can't see a thing. I almost hit the car to the side of me. You're stopping for some reasons because you're just a nice person. Well done. I've done 1% damage to the trailer, 4% to the truck. Okay. Hey, I wonder if any of those updates that they pumped out, I probably forgot what I was talking about before too, so if they, oh, we're in Spain now. If they got rid of that little thing about needing to fix your truck if you want a quick travel. Well, you're probably saying that while you guys are getting an ad, because I noticed an ad's come up. Another little bonus, I think, of the thing Twitch has added. 4 ads? You shouldn't have got any ads until now, mate. Well, actually, at half an hour ago. I mean, what would you guys prefer? Would you prefer, since I can't actually run an ad now, I've just noticed with that new thing that they've got at the end, but would you prefer an ad break every hour, a 1-minute ad break every hour, or a 30-second ad break every half an hour? Works out the same, obviously. And obviously it just all comes down to how many ads you do get, even though I noticed when I got the 1 minute, when I was doing it manually, with I wouldn't get a minute, and sometimes it'll just be 1 ad for 15 seconds or 2 ads for 15 seconds each. My only concern is that I just want to make sure that we all get an ad at the same time, instead of different times of missing out on something or another happening. Okay, Mike, yeah, sure. I'll love to not have the opportunity to earn any extra, well, half a cent probably in this case with ads. Yeah, that's the thing. But I mean, look on the bright side, a lot less ads than you get on television. Realistically, you know, and shorter. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but down here we get like 5-minute ad breaks, roughly. Well, if I know when they're coming, if we all know we're going to get an ad break, Mike, then I'll make sure I don't crash into anyone. You know, because I understand it. If I do it when there's an ad running, there's no video evidence, even though probably in the VOD, well, definitely on the YouTube upload it will be. Yeah, so you're up for an every hour thing, and I'm sort of with that as well. I'm sort of in half a mind too. I mean, I prefer the hour every hour. And I do think 1 minute's too long for an ad break too, myself. I mean, like I've always said, making money is not the main reason why I stream. The main reason I stream is for personal and selfish reasons. Yeah, I can do a 2-minute long ad. I've got options. Twitch gives you the ability to have options. Oh. I managed to avoid that alright, didn't I? €28, eh? Thieving bastards. I really can't see any cars beside me till the last second. Yeah, well, obviously, like I said, the main reason I stream is just it gives me something to do. Gives me the reason to start a game and finish a game. And also the ability to be able to talk to other people, but on the other hand, I'm not going to say no to making money. It's that simple. I know how we... Thank you, Mike. Was that for the missing the traffic and not crashing into them? Yeah, so... yeah, basically that's it. I'm not going to say no to money. It's that simple. Yes, I do it. My main reason, like I said, I've told you what my main reason, but I could do with extra cash. It's pure and simple. As does anyone could do with the extra cash. Well, not everyone, obviously. People got enough money as it is, more than they'll ever need. But the majority of us will always need a little bit more extra cash. Bit of extra dosh in the kitty. So, yeah, I thought 1 minute ad breaks every hour, but when you think about it. And I also thought if the bigger my channel gets, the shorter the ad break I'll do as well. The more people watching, then if it's okay, alright, sorry, got distracted. Gas money. Was it? Gas money, yeah, I don't have a car, Mike, see? I'd love to have a car. But I can't afford one, can't afford to maintain one. Nope, I haven't had a car in 6 years, dude. Like I said, can't afford it, being on disability. There's a lot of things I can't afford. I don't even have a TV. Anyway, stuff it. I'll change it to an hour and I'll change it to a 30-second ad break. What the heck? I mean, the end result is I'm no worse off at the moment doing this monetary-wise. Anything extra is a bonus. So don't make much off ads with Twitch compared to YouTube. I don't see myself doing YouTube except for the uploads. Geez, I'm really struggling with this weather, I'll tell you what. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, if I build a community and people want to watch me, then it will come, won't it? I mean, you just have to ask old Darth Vader. Trying to think of his name now. Oh, what's his name? He was in Field of Dreams, and he was the voice of Darth Vader. He wasn't the actor that did Darth Vader, but he was the voice of Darth Vader. I can't remember his name now. Yeah, but that's in America, right? I think you guys definitely in America look after people with disabilities a lot better than people here. Well, especially James Earl Jones, yeah. Yeah. I mean, people here with really noticeable disabilities get looked after, you know, physical disabilities. But not people with mental disabilities, unless it's like really noticeable or yeah. In short, the attitude in this country stinks towards people with mental disabilities. Oh dude, you do, your attitude and all that and understanding is way better than ours. We're absolutely useless. Even Australia better than us, and that's saying something. I mean, all the people I talk to around the world, in different countries, Germany, America, Britain, all over the place, Australia, when I talk to them and tell them exactly what I live with and that, unlike doing it here with a New Zealander, I don't walk away feeling like I'm useless, that I'm worth nothing as a human being. In this country, having a mental disability it's basically because you've decided to, and you can easily decide not to have it. It's as simple as that. Unless it's really, really noticeable. Right, yeah, let's not get into that, eh? I'm not saying we're all New Zealanders like that, but in my experience, the majority of them are. Yeah. Is this fog ever going to lift? Actually, how much further we got to go? Another 5 hours, almost 6. 5 3/4 hours. I'm going to keep an eye on my fuel. What be the time? The time is 3. Oh no, you'd be alright if you come in here from another country, right? Trust me. Be totally different if you're coming from another. If someone who has the same thing as I do coming from another country and move here, they'll get more sympathy and understanding than I will. Because we don't want you to think that we're... we want you to think they're really, really nice people. And for the most part we are. I'll grant that. But when it just comes to mental disabilities, and we have a high suicide rate in this country, among men especially. So, and it's just to do with attitude. And I understand why. I understand the attitude. I really do. I understand why it's like that. And it comes down to the way it used to be and what we know when we grew up, and it was a lot less stressful growing up in this country 20, 30, 40 years ago, especially like for my parents and grandparents, than it is today, and that's what the problem is. its population gets bigger and stuff.